Students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematical Lens by Namita. In this video, we are going to continue with chapter number 1, a square and a cube of the grade 8 mathematics of the new NCERT textbook Ganit Prakash. So we learned about square roots in the last videos, and based on the understanding, we will solve this exercise, figure it out exercise, which is given on page number 10 and 11, question 1 to 9. We'll cover in this video. So let us see question number 1. Which of the following numbers are not perfect squares? Right? So you remember the numbers which are not perfect square, their last digit is 2, 3, 7 and 8. So we can just tick mark which are not perfect square. Here the last digit is 2. So this last digit is 4. This and last digit is 7. And your last digit is 9. Now 1089 may or may not be a perfect square, but for sure these three are not perfect squares based on the last digits. Right? That's answer number 1. Question number 2. Which one among 64 square, 108 square, 292 square, 36 square has last digit 4? Now again you remember we had learned that the digits ending with 8 and 2, if the last digit of the number or the square root is 8 or 2, its square will have 4 as the last digit, because 8 8s are 64 and 2 2s are 4. So here also without solving you can just circle these two. So 108 square and 292 square will have 4 as the last digit. Okay. Question number 3. Given, what is given is 125 square is 15625. 15625. This is a fact which is given. What is the value of 126 square? Right. Now if you recall, we had learned that if one square is given, we can find out the next consecutive square without actually multiplying the two numbers, right? So if you remember, the formula was 2n minus 1, right? This is based on the fact that the sum of odd numbers give you square numbers, okay? And based on that, if we see 125 square, the fact is given, it is 15625. So next number is 126. Now this is first 125 odd numbers are added and we get this number 15256. So if we find out which is the 126th odd number, then we can simply add that number over here and get the answer, right? So if you apply this formula you need to remember 126. So 2 into 126 minus 1. So 126 double up 126 is 252. Minus 1 gives you 251. Right? And if you see here, 15625 plus 251. So this is our answer. There are many options given over here. So if you want to get the square of the next number, like 125 is given and you want to find out square of 126, you need to double this number because this is 126th odd number and one less than that. So double of 126 is 252, one less than that is 251. So you get the square of 126. And if we add these two numbers, the square of 126, though that is not asked, we'll find out. It will be 15876 after adding these two numbers. Right? But remember that this has to be applied only for the next consecutive number. Okay. Question number 4. Find the length of the side of a square whose area is 441 meters square. So let us solve this question separately. So here area is given already. And we know the formula to find out area of a square. is side multiplied by side. And the area is given as 441. So we need to basically find out the square root of 441 to find out the side. So side will be equal to the square root of 441. Now this is a simpler number. We have already learned the squares of 1 to 30. So directly you can say that the side would be the square root of 441 is 21, right? Because 21 into 21 is 441. And don't forget to write the unit, which is 21 meters. Right, so in such cases where the numbers are very small, you have learned already the squares, then you can find out the square. But suppose the number is very big, a larger number, and you don't know the square root of it, then what you will do, you will find out the prime factors of that number. So, if we find out prime factors of 441, so 4 plus 1 is 9, so it will be divisible by 3, so we take 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12, 3 sevens are 21. Again we take 3, so 3 fours are 12, 2 is remaining, 3 27 it becomes, so 3 nines are 27. Okay, should be 9, 49 it is. Now 49 you already know, 7 sevens are and 7 ones are, and you form pairs. So out of this 1, 3 and 7, so 3 into 7, you can find out the square root this way also. But for smaller numbers, you can write directly the answer. Side is equal to the square root of 441, and square root of 441 is 21 meters, right? Question number 5. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following numbers 4, 9 and 10. Now for such questions, first you need to find out the LCM of the given numbers. Right, so the numbers are 4, 9 and 10. We find out its LCM. So we take 2 as the prime factor. So 2 2s are 4. 9 will remain as it is. 2 5s are 10. We again take 2. 2 1s are 2. 9 as it is. 5 remains as it is. Then we take 3. 3 3s are 9. 5 as it is. Again take 3. 3 1s are 3. 5 as it is. 5. 5 1s are 5. Right? So here the LCM of, or the prime factors of this number, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. If we multiply this, you get 180. Now, for LCM also, there are tricks to multiply. That also you should know. Instead of doing rough work all the time, you always make combination of 5 and 2. So 5 2s are 10. So keep that in mind. And 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18. So 18 10s are 180. Right? If you go in sequence, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36, then you will have to multiply 36 by 5. So whenever there is 5 and 2, make a combination, it would be easier for you to multiply. So now you got 180. Now what have they asked? Find the smallest square number, which is divisible by 4, 9, 10. Now 180, you know it's not a square number, right? Because we know that the square number will have pairs of the prime factors. Here 2 and 2 are pairs, 3 and 3. But 5 is all alone. So whichever number is not paired, that we will pair and multiply this by 5. So that you get a square number. So 18 5s are 90. So 900 is the smallest square number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. Right? And what is the square root of 900? The square root of 900 is 30. That is not asked, but I'm just showing you. So square root of 900 is 30 there. So 900 is a perfect square which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10, the smallest perfect square. So this is answer number 5. Question number 6. Find the smallest number by which 9408 must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Find the square root of the product. So that is the second question. But first first thing is we find out the prime factors of 19408. Right? So it is even number. So we take 2, 2 4s are 8. 1 remains, to 2 7s are 14. Then 0 and 2 4s are 8 again. Again we take 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. 2 5s are 10. And 2 2s are 4. Again it is even, so take 2. 2 1s are 2. Again 2 1s are 2. 1 is left, so 1 5 15. 2 7s are 14 and 2 6 are 12. So 1 1 7 6. Again take 2. 2 5s are 10. 2 8s are 16. Again 2 8s are 16. This has so many prime factors. So again we take 2. 2 2s are, 2 9s are 18. 2 4s are 8. Again we take 2. 2 1s are, 2 4s are, 2 7s are. 147. Then now this is not an even number, so we don't take 2. 4 plus 7 plus 1 is 12, so it will be divisible by 3. Use all the tricks and tips, the divisibility rules and everything. You remember the divisibility rule of 3? The sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. So here the digits sum is 12. So that's how you can decide. So 3 4s are 12, 2 is remaining, 3 9s are 27. Now 49 you know, 7 7s are 49, 7 1s are. So now you got all the prime factors of 9408. What was the question asked? Find the smallest number by which 9408 must be multiplied. Now if you see here, all the numbers, if you concentrate, then this is a pair. This 2 is a pair. This is also a pair. This is also a pair. 7 is also a pair. What is left is only 3. So whichever number is not a pair, you have to multiply, make a pair. So you multiply this number by 3. So 9408 should be multiplied by 3 to get a perfect square number. And if we multiply this, what do we get? 28224. 224. 28224. That would be a perfect square number. Now they have also asked us to find out the square root of 28224. Now you will not go again and find out the prime factors. We already found out the prime factors, the pairs, and we have multiplied by 3. So we have all the pairs. So 2 square, 1 pair, this is second pair, and this is the third 2 square. And then 3 square and 7 square. So to find out the square root, we take only 1 out of that. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7. Okay. And if we multiply this, we get 168. So square root of 28224 is 168. So this is answer number 6. So we found out the perfect square with which it should be multiplied. So it should be multiplied with 3. And the square root is 168. We found out both the answers. Question number 7. How many numbers lie between the square of the following numbers? So here, if you remember that there was a formula that if you want to find out the numbers, the natural numbers or integers lying between two square numbers, you have to multiply the smaller number with 2, right? The formula was 2n. So whichever is the smaller number, like 16, here the 16 is smaller number, so 16 into 2, 32. So there will be 32 numbers between square of 16 and 17 square, right? So the numbers will be 32. Similarly, here they have asked numbers between 99 square and 100 square. So which is smaller here? 99. So we multiply 99 by 2 and you get the answer as 198. So there will be 198 numbers between 99 square and 100 square, not between 99 and 100. Okay. So this formula you need to remember. You have to multiply the smaller number with 2. Just double it. Okay. Now question number A. In the following pattern, fill in the missing numbers. So there is a pattern. First we need to observe the pattern and then decide which numbers will fit in. If you see here, 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 3 square. Right? Then 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square is equal to 7 square. So what do we see here? 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. And then the next number. Then 3 fours are 12. And then the next number square. So first two numbers are to be multiplied. The square is added. So you get the square of the next consecutive number. So here you see 4 5s are 20. So this is 20 square. So next after 20 comes 21. So here the number will be 21 square. Now 9 square plus 10 square. So 9 tens are 90. So you'll write 90 here. What comes after 90? 91. So that will be the answer. You have to just observe the pattern and answer the question. Now question number 9. What is given over here is, how many tiny squares are there in the following picture? Write the prime factorization of the number of tiny squares. Right, so first we find out how many tiny squares are there. So if we see the picture as a whole, let us count the total squares first of all in the whole picture. Then in each one, how many are there? So if we see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 into 9. That is 81. This white squares are there. And each there are small tiny squares. So if we count each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. Okay. So total squares, these tiny squares, they are 81. 81 multiplied by 25, which gives you 2025. So these tiny squares are 2025 squares. So what we did, we first found multiplied 9 into 9 and then we also found, so that is 81. So such white squares are 81. This little bigger. And then inside each there are 25. So 81 into 25. So total 2025 tiny squares are there. Okay. Now they have also asked us to find out the prime factors of this number 2025. Now you need not do prime factorization. We have already found out the factors of this number. Okay. So if we split this 9 into 9 into 5 into 5. So 9, you can write 3 into 3. Second 9, 3 into 3. And 5 are already prime numbers. So you get 2 pairs of 3 and 1 pair of 5. So if you want to find out the square root, that also can be done directly. So 2025, the square root will be, just take 1 1 out of the pair. So 3 into 3 into 5. So 5 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45 will be the square root of 2025. Right? So with this, we have completed the figure it out exercise, which is given on page number 10 and 11. We'll continue with this chapter in the next video. That is, we'll learn about cubic numbers. Thank you.